It's always been interesting to me, the criticism of scripted promos, because in my experience of working with hundreds upon hundreds of wrestlers, there's exceptions to the rule, and the best and the top and the great will always be great and have that skill set to just flow.
Yeah.
But my experience has been most guys actually want, or most guys and gals want their promo written for them.
Written for them. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't want that written for me, but they do. They're like, hey, we're going to cut it. You got a promo today. What are you going to say? Oh, I don't know. Aren't y'all going to tell me? And I say, "What? So you want me to do it? I'll cut your promo for you if you want me to." You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. You're knee deep in this angle right now with this other guy, this other gal. You're knee deep in this angle. What would you say right now? You know what the next beat is. You know where we're going, what we're doing tonight, and where we're going next week or whatever. Like, what would your character say? You know what I mean? And if they go, I don't know, man, I just go like, well, dang, that's sad, because I feel like your character should know what to say right now. And if you don't, you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in these past few years, with the emergence of AEW, I think that was one of the original things criticized by most as talent then was either jumping ship, or other outside talent that were never in WWE would put over how important and how big AEW was the freedom of unscripted promos.
Yeah.
And I could just say that from my experience, once again, I used to ghostwrite for a lot of talent on Raw and SmackDown who would say, could you help me write this promo? And like, it was, to me, one of my talents at the PC was being able to write in the voice of another talent. So it didn't come off unnatural or inauthentic
100%.
as a writer writing a promo. Hopefully the writer, and there's so many talented writers, that they wrote in the character's voice.
And so that's what we had, a lot of guys that wrote specifically for different characters.
Yeah.
And, you know, one guy wrote for Bray Wyatt, and he knew Bray Wyatt's character's voice. And so when we needed something from Bray Wyatt, we went to Nick Manfredini and said, hey, we need a Bray Wyatt promo. And so to your point, you knew the characters. Look, I think that's what, you know, Hunter and Vince and anybody who's scripting a promo is doing it so it matches the character. But if back to what I mentioned earlier, if the talent knows who they are and knows and is confident in that, then you trust them to cut the promo. Like you look at John Moxley, Dean Ambrose goes out there and cuts a promo, and he's fire on a promo. But sometimes they're all over the place, and sometimes, you know what I mean? And so it's a good thing to script a promo, whether it's scripted by you or somebody else. It's a good thing to write it down so that you stay on track. You know what I mean? I'm not dogging Ambrose at all, or Moxley at all. I love his promos. I love I love him. You know what I mean? I'll never forget, one of the best things I ever saw on TV was Corporate Kane and Seth Rollins. And somebody was like stomping a mud hole in Dean Ambrose. He was Dean at the time. And he just looked back up and said, is that all you got? And they just beat the crap out of him some more. And I thought, that's my guy. That's my guy who's getting stomped a mud hole in and goes, ha, you're going to need some more people. You know what I mean? Or some smart ass comment. And then I thought, man, that guy knows who he is.